Hello everyone and welcome back to another Derps-R-Us recording. As you can see, I finally did it. I have OBS working properly again. I had a heck of a time figuring out why it wouldn't let me just upload the original stuff that I needed. Apparently it's some sort of janky bug with when I first updated my graphics driver when I switched it over to a new motherboard. Whatever it was, I have it fixed. It now works appropriately. I'm hoping that the graphic settings are the same as when I was running the AMD Radeon software. I tried to match all of that when I redid it because I realized the reason Radeon was making bigger files and taking so long to upload is because the quality was like 10 times better. Go figure. But I digress. Let us start. There has been many developments while you have all been gone, everyone. I forgot to set the hotkey for that one, so let's switch there. Alrighty. So, a lot of you probably haven't seen much of what's about to come out here, but let's go ahead and show you. So, started building a giant salvaging shuttle because I have a nice big chunk of salvage right here, and I just figure it's a lot better to salvage what I can instead of deal with everything else. Um, we have our ship here too. As you can see, I've started decking it out with more guns. There you can see G19. He is hard at work. Um, I know I'm calling you a he. It's because I used a he for the bot that is there. If I am incorrect, please correct me, and I will go ahead and change it. I promise. You can see the artillery cannons right here. I was bored last night, and I just started adding on guns where I could. And here's a line of railguns right beneath our newest addition to the ship, which is a massive drone carrier ship that, believe it or not, this thing had no turrets on it. I'm not kidding. This thing had absolutely no guns whatsoever. I was dead shocked when I realized that. I got to the moon. I refined a ton and ton of gold. Finally got jump drives going. So I got jump drives. I got coordinates set everywhere. I'm arming up the ship. I'm expanding this one because this is the main hydrogen thrust pod. This is for us to have the big get up and go kind of deal. These thrusters will never be completed until I have tons of platinum, and tons of platinum will take forever to get. Uh, we got more thrusters off to the sides here, stuff like this. As you can see, oh, hey, there you are, Gray Goat. I don't know what you've been up to. Resume. There you go, bud. Boy, you suck at going through doors. Better? Are you better now, sir? Fuck. But this is the main ship here. Now let me show you what I've done to this ship. This ship has become like the cargo storage ship. I have 5 railguns on the front. Why? Because I like symmetry, and I put 3, and I didn't like that there was an extra space on either side, so I upped it to 5. They fit quite comfortably. They're all conveyored up, back, down here. I have conveyor access here. I'm going to turn this into a heavy armor block and probably place another jump drive a piece under here. And as of right now, I have not figured out how to do stairwells or anything like that for this ship. Right now, I just temporarily or typically fly around and do stuff. I found out that putting this drill on the front of this is a lot more efficient than using this. This does not gain me much. This is great for digging a straight hole, but not much else. As for this ship, I was literally back over here. Our main base is right there, so 8 kilometers away. I saw something shiny and red over here in the sun. I was like, huh, I wonder what that is. So I I flew over here with the Eclipse and realized what it was, and now it's mine, and now I'm taking it apart because I want all the pieces. Um, it's been a slow process. What you guys probably haven't seen and probably never will, because I don't think I remember to record any of it, because I was still trying to figure out everything else that was going on at the time. Um, was I literally was like mining, just desperately mining to get more resources, day in and day out for a while now. It's not been hard to get resources. It's just tedious and time consuming right now. And it's only tedious and time consuming because keep forgetting that there's a battery on here. It's not like I need much more, but um it's just been tedious and time consuming because stone, I need a lot of silver. I got sidetracked. I'm just going to show you the interior of this thing real quick. I have done a little bit of a revamp. This is now all converted up with the rest of the ship, and this now has 3 industrial warfare reactors, not industrial reactors. I did not quite realize how these stairs went, otherwise I would have put them nose to nose all the way down, but then I would not have them all conveyed up on the back. So they're all set up like this, and now we'll have plenty of power. There's also the one other large grid reactor that goes into this ship back here. Tunnel drone. Oh, speaking of, I should probably turn these all back on. 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 I also tested out with this thing the other day, because, as you know... Oh, wait, you weren't locked this entire time? It's unfortunate. This thing has... Uh... range. Well, now, where'd the little bastard go? Ah, there you are. Yeah, you weren't gonna... You really weren't gonna last very long. Ah, that's so satisfying to see. Um, this has about a 1k range, and I mean a max of 1k. It is not much else. Apparently something targetable down there. Let's go check that out real quick, because as I've been repairing the ship, clearly I took over this entire ship. That's not a problem. The problem is that some of the things were not fully built when I did. So I can't access, like, some of these were fully functional but not fully built when I took it over. So when I fully constructed them, they shot me in the back of the head, kind of deal. I've actually had that happen a couple of times with these. So, all right, back to what we were doing. Eclipse can only shoot about 1k out. This massive monstrosity of an abomination, as I've named it, I think rightly so, is hard at work. We got Grey Goat and we got G19 out there helping us out. Wherever the fuck Grey Goat went. Oh, G19, are you stuck again? Huh. Different, but okay. Alright, but so right now all I am doing is trying to finish this little grinder ship so I can start grinding down this entire big ship here. And now, through the power of editing, I can do this in like a second compared to what it used to be me making you guys just sit there and watch as I do all of this all at once, and I hated every second of that. Why am I still not getting power cells? Silicon. Really? Silicon? Oh, that's right. That's why I had you unhooked in the first place. Oh, hey. Debris field. Let's check and see if there's any ammo. It's not like I'm hard up for ammo or anything, but if I don't have to make ammo, nice. Oh well. I don't even know what that thing decided to shoot at when it came down, but clearly it didn't break anything. Alright, well, let's take this. Uh, I'm going to... Okay. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and just head over to this asteroid right here. I keep finding these little asteroid clusters like this one. They are, like, they're almost always 3 nickel asteroids, 1 ice asteroid, and 1 iron asteroid. There's generally 5 to a cluster, and almost every time I find one of these little clusters, I find one of these derelict ships. What I'd really like to do is find another Duchessa, I think is how it's said. I could be slaughtering that name 100%. I do apologize if I did. Uh, for that, I had to go onto the Steam Workshop and find it so I could go ahead and uh, project a blueprint to fix it. I chose to do that because I wanted to keep the design. I like the design. It works quite nice. What I would like to do, though, is actually find a whole nother Duchessa and use it. I'd actually like to find like 3 of them, because then I can go ahead and merge block them onto the main grid and start just converting everything on the interior into a massive massive interior of a ship, and just kind of construct all the way around using the other 3 Duchessas as the walls for the outside. I can merge all that together, and then we can have a whole bunch of drones, fighters, stuff like that. Now, I will say this about the AI-enabled stuff, which is what makes the NPC bots that are running around right now. It can be a bit wonky, as you see. It has a bit of a pathfinding struggle sometimes, but I think that's because I have them on a space grid instead of a like a actual solid grid on ground. I think if it was a grid on ground, there would be no problem. Um, but yeah, it works quite nicely. My next project, also, by the way, before anyone starts to wonder, is I'm going to make large grid miner. I'm actually probably going to keep the protection that I have for that grinder ship over there and turn it into a mining ship. I just modified it so it has more cargo space, because here in space I'm not super worried about a weight limit. I don't really fly all that fast in the first place while I do stuff. Alright, the drill's not loaded yet. My judge of whether or not I've acquired enough materials is when the drill is full, that means everything else has been filled. But this... Heh. No, I don't need you to tell me what a drill is, game. There we go. I don't know why some of them were off and some were on this whole time. There we go. Now I'm happier. But, so far so good on the shipbuilding portion of this. We should have a nice hefty ship put together quite soon. Eclipse rocket here is still armed to the teeth. I now actually have this version saved, thank God. Yep, see, that's how I know the system is filled. Alright. I've actually taken to watching, what is it? It is Vox Machina, like the podcast series. I'll sit and watch that while I play, just for mainly because I'm listening to what they're saying in the background, and it's just a great way to like catch up on a series that has hundreds of episodes, and each episode is like 4 hours long. I'm not kidding. So yeah, fun times. Uh, you will all be seeing this episode here on Wednesday. I will be making it a point to record episodes. Oh, at least I was only going like 4 meters a second. What I really need is cobalt. Desperately need cobalt so I can finish the heavy armor stuff that I'm trying to do around the hydrogen. You don't want a repeat of what happened to the hydrogen tanks that one time. Right, and locked F. Make sure I don't have you on like your last leg of health. Awesome, awesome. But yeah, what I was thinking, like, get these, put the connector pods facing inwards towards the main ship here, and have them strutted like way out here, and then do that on top and bottom, and over here, and I think that would just end up looking really cool, because then we have this whole central portion that we could airtight, and then we have a giant thruster pod right back here. And I was welding up that ship before I did anything, but first things first, let's deposit our stone. Actually started last night at me and my buddy Ken, who you've seen play some of the Dark Voyage. We're online and playing, but he and I were both kind of not in the mood to do anything else. So we didn't do a recording or anything, and it's not because we didn't want to, it's just because sometimes you get tired and sometimes you don't want to do stuff, so. But it was one of those things where we were sitting there and we were trying to do this thing, and we kept miserably failing. Like, we were trying to make a giant rover, and we kept getting destroyed the whole time. You, sir, belong somewhere else. I don't know why that keeps going to the food processor and stuff. Whatever. I needed to grab more components, is what I needed. Oh, and the reason there's this docking arm kind of set up here is there used to be 3 full hydrogen tanks in here, and I stole all the fuel. And then after I stole all the fuel, I added a ton more tanks onto the main grid because I realized that's what I wanted to do, is make a massive hydrogen storage area. Because worst case scenario, we end up having to do a bunch of hydrogen-based ships at some point. Plenty of fuel for the main grid to also run. That's right, I forgot tanks take so much. Like, it's halfway tempting to just swap. Jesus Christ. What were you trying to shoot? I want to know. Every time I see that little sparky flash. Gave myself a minor heart attack just then. I'm very confused as to why I just got that message. I don't see any enemy contacts. I don't see anything.